Hello everybody, this is Harry here from Devon and Cornwall 4K Drone. How are you? I was out videoing in Saltash a couple of weeks ago in the glorious basking sun, and a chap walked up and asked me inquisitively, what am I doing looking up at the sky? I said, I'm making an aerial video of the Tamar Bridge. And he looked at it and he said, fantastic footage, wow. What would it be like to fly that drone, he said, in the Saltash Tunnel? Well, that would be very foolish and very dangerous, so I'm not going to do that. But it did get me thinking, could I make an aerial video of the Saltash Tunnel? So I thought I'll have a go. And I turned my lens in the other direction. There's the mouth of the tunnel on the Plymouth side, and you can just see the A38 winding its way up to Cornwall roundabout in the distance. The tunnel was built in the 80s and opened in 1988, designed by Mott, Hay and Anderson and constructed by Belfair Beatty. Its 410 metres was built to accommodate the heavy traffic with a design life of at least 100 years, removing the traffic chaos that was Saltash in the old days. The tunnel was designed with 3 lanes, including a unique reversible centre lane. It's often described as the only road tunnel in Europe to operate a tidal flow traffic system, making it a unique piece of transport infrastructure. And that is the Saltash Tunnel, ladies and gents. I scoured the internet looking for some older pictures of the tunnel, and there's 1 or 2 bits and pieces, but I found the best videos, the best pictures on cyberheritige, and that's ran by a chap called Steve Johnson, and he kindly allowed me to use this bit of footage excuse me, that shows this image here, which is my image, and morphing in to an image I found on his website, which I found very interesting, and that's during the construction, primarily before the tunnel was actually, well, finished. You can just see the mouth of the tunnel just in the middle to the right of the screen there. I thought very interesting. The camera angle's not exactly right, but it's as best as I can absolutely get. During the construction of the tunnel, engineers encountered a problem with the water seeping through the rock. The tunnel has remained structurally sound, but staining and cracking caused the original lining to fade and cause issues, so it had to be replaced in the early 2000s. Travelling over the houses now, I'm trying to keep where I think the actual tunnel is, theoretically in the middle of your screen right now. I did my very best, got it nearly right, because there's just the end of the tunnel, traffic heading towards the Tamar Bridge and of course the Royal Albert Bridge. The bridges are probably the most videoed things in the area, to be fair, but not the tunnel. So I've kept high enough, I'm hoping, that I've not encouraged anyone to say my privacy has been slightly diminished. Hopefully people will say, wow, we can see my house from there. So as we're coming out of the tunnel now, again on the A38 up towards Cornwall roundabout, the tunnel today, I'm told, carries 38 to 40,000 vehicles on a daily basis and is currently undergoing a major £25 million modernisation programme, replacing technology that has been in use since the tunnel was first built. That was definitely some time ago. And it's amazing. Do you live in one of those houses? Did you have problems? Were there any cracks in your plasterwork? Did you have any sinkholes in your, perhaps not sinkholes, we better not go down that road. Historical planning documents actually show one proposed route, which is going to be called Scheme B, involved the loss of 43 houses, including properties in Maristow Terrace and North Road. However, the tunnel-based route was favoured Scheme A. It avoided the demolition of any occupied homes and reduced noise impact on the current residents that are living above. Where the cutting to the Plymouth end of the tunnel once stood, a Saltash Board School or North Road School as it was laterally formed, the school buildings were demolished in the 80s for the construction of the tunnel. I've really enjoyed making videos, and this was a bit of a challenge because, well, actually when you video a tunnel from the air, there's absolutely nothing to see. But I put in a little bit of information there, and I do hope that chap who came along and asked me what I was doing, I do hope he's going to see the footage here. He did ask me where I would post it, and I told him. So, well, there's just going out of view now the old road through Saltash, and there's the new road, the A38, on its way up to Carkeel roundabout, and spanning around now to Salt Mill, a beautiful place for dog walking and kids playing there a lot. It's not a bad little place to be. And looking at across the water, you're looking there at Ernesetto. Just out of view is Tamar Foliot, a little way out of view. I've got to mention that because that's where I was born and bred, ladies and gents. That is the Tamar Bridge and the Royal Albert Bridge just disappearing from view. We're going to get a little view of the Tavy Bridge coming up very soon, which is a bridge that's highly connected to Tamar Foliot. If you lived in the village, you would know, but you might not know it's called the Tavy Bridge. You would call it the 17 Arches. Why is it called the 17 Arches? Well, there was 17 arches, and we used to go fishing off that bridge, guys, and the train drivers literally used to give us a toot of the whistle and wave as they drove by. We never caught much on the bridge, not very much fish. Just in the top of the screen now, the 17 Arches. If you try and go fishing on that bridge now, I think you're going to end up being under arrest. It's all a bit different in these days. I'm going back to 1970s there. But it was an absolutely stunning day, and I'm so pleased to be able to bring this video to you. If you have enjoyed the video and you want to like and subscribe and join my journey around the aerial places of the Devon and Cornwall, please do. It's been a wonderful, wonderful video for me to make, and I found out so many things about the tunnel I didn't even know. So once again, guys, thank you very much from me, and have a great rest of your day. Bye bye for now.